Hey, it's the CarCast. Let's talk about keeping it simple. Let's drive.
Get down. Get down. Get down.
You got to keep it simple. You have to keep it simple. I honestly don't care how complex your product or services, how many lines you have, how broad and diverse. This is not to suggest that some market mixes are complex. Great example. I spent time with a professional services firm running their marketing department, and it was a simple service we were providing, staffing and large project teams, things like that. But it was an incredibly complex marketing mix because you had to handle the candidate community, you had to handle varying levels of the talent acquisition space and the underlying technology. It was incredibly complex, and on and on. That complexity matters not, okay? What does matter is connecting with your marketplace at a level at which they're going to pay attention. And attention is the key, right? I'm not the only one saying it. Everybody's saying it. There's so many fragmented methods of communicating to a marketplace today that grabbing their attention is huge. If you can't do that, then the content ultimately doesn't matter, does it? So we talked about consistency not too long ago, about frequency and consistency of communication. The next thing has to be simplicity, okay? And we do that by laying at the very core of what we're suggesting to our marketplace the story of why they should care. I mean, that's what I do anyway. I think if you're able to tell a bigger story, the status quo, the conflict and the resolution of why it all matters, then you can drive to that level of simplicity. But here is the temptation. The temptation is always, okay, but that simplicity won't work in this instance, or that simplicity needs to be nuanced in that instance. And that simplistic story all of a sudden begins to unwind and get bigger and tangled, and then you're anything but simple. So do me a favor, this very day, go and evaluate some aspect of your message for its core element, the nucleus of that communication piece. And what is the story that you're telling? What is it? Is it dramatic? Does it connect? Does it make sense? And most importantly, is it simple? See you next time. I dig the summertime CarCast. I think I've mentioned it before, but it's just a beautiful day out. Big thunderstorm last night. Not that that matters at all, but you know what does matter? Come on over to YouTube and join me. A lot more planned for YouTube, and I want you to be part of it. So let me know what you think. Hope you got some value out of this episode, and I will see you next time.